We'll start with the opening the application, QTP application. So since this is a trial version, it will ask for license, and the license, as I said, is valid for 15 days. So I have to just press continue. The license is expensive, which is used in corporate world. For now we'll use trial version, and even at home we normally use trial version. Now these are the add-ins, default add-ins, as I had explained in the slide, which are available with QTP. If you need more add-ins, suppose you want to test SAP GUI, you will need SAP license, which you need to purchase from HP. And for .NET or Java, you need to have other licenses, which are different add-ins. So it will be displayed here. So for now, the default add-ins will be displayed. So you click on OK, and this is how your Quick Test Professional application looks. This is Quick Test 10.0. Now we start with clicking on New button. Now when we click on New button, a new screen opens. Now this is a screen where I'll be writing the code. This is the expert view. Expert view, it is basically called expert view because this is for experts who can actually write the codes on this. So you're free to write any code. I'm just typing anything, so you can write the codes here. And there's a view, keyword view. Now for every line of code in action view, there'll be a keyword view which will be generated automatically. Now I'll show you the sample application which I was talking about. Search for QTP. Okay, QTP automation reference. This is a useful guide if you want to check out the different concepts in QTP. You can read this. QTP professional help. If you're stuck somewhere, you can open this document, and you can also search for the keywords here using the search option. For this, you'll have to know about the basic concepts in QTP, and there are different sections like about this guide, designing tests, enhancing tests, working with quality center. So these things will make sense to you once you understand the concepts in QTP. So I'll close this for now. So as I scroll down, I click on QTP folder, and there's a folder called sample application. And these are the two different applications that I was talking about. Flight, which is a Windows based application, and Mercury Tools website, which is a web based application. Now let me click on Flight application. Now you have to enter the agent name. The agent name, as I said, could be a 4-letter, has to be at least 4-letter character. So I'll just put agent, or maybe I'll put test, and password is Mercury. So this opens the application. Now this is a very wonderful GUI based application which has different tabs, buttons, and it has drop down, edit box, text box. So you can perform different operations with this application, which will be really useful for the practical demonstration of your skills. Now since we are on creation of scripts part, I'd like to show you a simple record and run operation on QTP using this flight application. So your QTP should be open, and the application under test should be open. In our case, the flight application, which is a Windows based application, is the AUT. Now before clicking on the record button, we have certain settings to be done. So click on automation, go to record and run settings. Here we have two tabs, one is web and one is Windows application. Now ours is Windows application, so first we'll go to this tab Now there are two options. First is record and run test on any open Windows based application. Now you can choose this, or you can choose a record and run only on. We have the option of applications opened by quick test, that is the applications which are opened by the code written on this page. We have application specified below. We can add the application. When I click on this, add the application, suppose I can choose any application. Suppose my application is on desktop, I can choose any of the application. Suppose it's SAP I can choose. So any Windows based application I can choose, and then click on OK. So in our case, we'll click on record and run test on any open Windows based application. Apply. OK. Now we are ready to record. Click on record button. Now we see a code generated. At this point of time, it won't make much of a sense to you, but yeah, what you'll observe is when I click on login button here, a code is generated. So basically what it is doing is it is recording the user action. User is activating this tab, and this tab as a name login, and it is activating this login tab. So this is what the user action is being recorded in QTP language, and this is what is run when it is automated. So what I'll do is I'll just clear this part. I just need one line, one dialog dot activate code to activate the window. Now I'll put any agent name, which has to be a minimum of 4 characters. So you see something is happening. Some codes are generated on the screen. You don't have to worry about it right now. Click on enter. Now a flight reservation window opens. What I'll do is I'll click on new order. I'll book a new flight. 12 date of flight. Fly from, there's a drop down, Frankfurt to London. I'll check whether flights are available. Flights are available. I'll choose any of the flight. Okay. Now what QTP is doing, it is recording each and every user action. Test. First class. Insert order. And what I'll do is I'll just close it and I'll stop. After I've done with my recording, I'll click on the stop button. So it has recorded. I'll just run this recording. Now this is the simplest record and run operation which I'm going to show. There'll be a lot of modifications, insertion of codes, so we have to work on a lot of things, but for now it's a simple record and run operation. So now I'll click on run. It will ask two options, new run results folder. You can save the run result in a new folder, or you can just, for now I don't need the result, so I'll just keep it on a temporary folder. Okay, so now it will run. So I've clicked on run button, but nothing is happening. Why is it so? The code is trying to activate some login dialog box, but what I did in my recording, see, I got an error message. This is a runtime error. I'll explain you what it is. Now what is happening is it is not able to find the dialog box. I click on run button. Okay, but there is no dialog box here. Since during recording I had closed the dialog box, so it's not able to find it. I'll open the dialog box. Sample application flight, and now when I run it, I have the dialog box on my desktop. I have it opened, and now I can run it. Now if you see how fast QTP runs it, so whatever you had done, the same thing QTP is doing. but if you observe, it has done in a very short time. One more thing you'll observe is there's a test results tab which has opened after the run. So this is the reporting in QTP. I'll explain about this further. For now, we don't need this. So this was just a very simple beginner example of how to record and run a test in a QTP. But the thing is, if you see, I have hard coded it. Agent name test password is something which is set secure. So it is secured actually. You won't be able to see it, but it is inserting password, which is the actual password. And after that, you'll see the certain hard-coded values, like we have selected the date, selected the flight from to. So this is for a single set of input. Now, what about we need more than one input? Suppose we have to perform the same operation of on 100 inputs, 100 different inputs, 100 different users. So for that, how will we go about? So there's a lot to come up next. But before moving to that thing, I would like you to have some quick look at the quick test window so that you can get a look and feel about the application, which will be very important during practical.